A very good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you all are taking a good care of yourself. So, children, let us start today's mathematics class of grade 10th, chapter number 14, statistics. Children, this is our lecture number 7. So, children, in this lecture, that is lecture number 7 of chapter number 14, statistics, the topics which I am going to teach you, they are: number 1, first of all, I will make you recall the formula of median. After that, I will make you understand the concept of calculating missing frequencies when median is given. Till then, whatever we had been given, we will be having class interval and frequencies given. We were just going to convert the data in less than frequency distribution table, that is cumulative less than frequency distribution table, and ultimately we were going to calculate median. But now, children, we will be having median given and we are just going to calculate the missing frequencies. Okay. Third thing, I will be taking the sums based on the above written concept from exercise 14.3 NCERT and from exercise 13.3 NCERT exemplar. So, children, let us recall the formula to calculate median. Before I make you recall the formula of calculating median for the grouped data, the question arises, what do you mean by median? Median is nothing but the middle observation. Correct? So, how to calculate median in case of you will be having the grouped data given, like you will be having class intervals given. So, the formula is L plus n by 2 minus CF. CF is cumulative frequency divided by frequency into H. Okay. So, let us discuss all these things which are written in the formula. L means the lower limit of the median class. N is the number of observation. So, n by 2 will be half of the number of observations. CF is the cumulative frequency of the class preceding the median class. Which value you are supposed to take of cumulative frequency? Which one will be the preceding of the median class? H is class size and F is frequency of the median class. Children, though I have made you understand earlier also, for the last 3 lectures I have been teaching you about the same thing, but let us give a quick recall once again. Cumulative frequency is nothing but the consecutive sum of the frequencies. You will be having a list of frequencies given. You are just going to cumulate them. You are just going to add them. And ultimately you will be able to make or form cumulative frequency distribution table. Correct? Now next question is, what do you mean by median class? Children, I told you that whenever we are going to calculate median, for that we will have to make less than frequency distribution table. Correct? So what you are supposed to do, whenever you will be having total n, that is number of observations given, you are going to calculate n by 2. Fine? And you will have to choose that particular cumulative frequency which is just greater than n by 2. And that particular class will be selected as median class. But I told you that cumulative frequency we are going to take the preceding term of the median class. Correct, students? Okay, children, so let us start today's class. As I told you that I am going to explain you how to calculate missing frequencies when you will be having median given. So regarding that, I am going to take question number 2 of exercise 14.3. Fine. Please listen the statement carefully. If the median of the distribution given below is 28.5, we will be having median given 28.5. And we are supposed to calculate the value of x and y which is in the list of frequencies. So let us start forming the table which is given to us. This is class interval from 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50 and 50 to 60. Correct? Now we will be having frequencies given. What are the frequencies given to us? That is 5, X, 20, 15, Y and 5. And its total is given to us, that is 60. Means sum of all the frequencies is equal to 60 given to us. Fine children. So we will be having median given. And we are supposed to calculate the value of X and Y. So what is to be done for that? As you know that whenever we will be having median, either we are going to calculate it or we will be having given. So always we used to make a cumulative frequency distribution table using less than type. Correct? So let us make that table. This is less than type, you should specify. And here I am writing cumulative frequency. Okay. So you know in less than type we used to take upper limit. It would become less than 10. Now please understand. Here 5 is the frequency for the class interval 0 to 10. You know whenever there is a class interval given, we never include upper limit. So you can say it is from 0 to 9, means which is less than 10, right? So what would be the cumulative frequency? Of course 5 as it is. Now let us talk about less than 20. In less than 20, we will have to include this 5 also. Why? Because this 5 is also from 0 to 9. Means this is also less than 20. So you are supposed to take the summation of 5 and X. It would become 5 plus X. Correct? Now let us switch to next. This is less than 30. So you know that this is less than 20. You will be including 20 in it. So children, what you are going to get? You will be getting 25 plus X. Correct? Now less than 40. So 25 plus X plus 15. It would become 40 plus X. Next is less than 50. So in less than 50 you are supposed to add all these, or what you can do in less than 40 you can add the frequency of the class interval from 40 to 50. It would become 40 plus X plus Y. Now this is less than 60. So add 5 in it. This is equal to 45 plus X plus Y. Children, do you remember when I told you that whenever we are going to make cumulative frequency distribution table using less than type, either to calculate median or to calculate the missing frequencies, how do we check whether this is appropriate table made by us or not? I told you that whatever will be the last frequency, cumulative frequency, that will be equal to the sum of all the frequencies. Yes or no? This is actually n. Correct? So let us make them equal. We know that 45 plus X plus Y must be equal to 60 as per the rule. So it implies to X plus Y is equal to 60 minus 45. That would become 15. So let it consider as equation number 1. So I repeat, whenever we are going to make a cumulative frequency distribution table using less than type, whatever will be the last cumulative frequency, that is always equal to the summation of all the frequencies. And we were actually getting it. When at place of X and Y we will be having the numbers given, we were actually getting it. That I told you in my previous lectures. Okay. But here as X and Y both are unknown variable to us, so as per the rule we are just going to equating them. Correct? Now children, you know very well that in median the most important thing is median class. How to choose the median class? Please have a look. Median is equal to 28.5 given to us. Otherwise, what method we were going to adopt earlier? When there was no missing frequency, what we were going to do, let us recall that we were just going to calculate n by 2. As per this, If I say it must be equal to 30, so I was going to find that particular cumulative frequency which is just greater than 30. So here, what do you think, which one will be the greater than 30? If you take 25 plus x, that can also be greater than 30. 40 plus x will also be greater than 30. So children, whenever there is a need to calculate missing frequencies and median is given to us, then we are not going to adopt this method which I told you in my previous lectures. Okay. So in that case, what is to be done? Children, whenever you will be having median given, then you have to use that median. Okay. So see, this is 28.5. In which particular class interval does it lie? You know 28.5 lies between 20 to 30. So let us make a big box. This is the box for choosing the appropriate median class. Got it or not? So whenever you will be having median given, you are not supposed to apply this method that you will be calculating n by 2, fine, and then you will be finding the value just above that 30 here as per the rule. Okay. So what you are supposed to do, whenever you will be having median given, the demand of the question will be calculate the missing frequencies. So in that case, you are going to use the value of median. Correct? So here please specify that this is median class. Got it? Okay. As I told you that we have to choose that particular cumulative frequency which will be preceding of the median class. So which one is preceding? Means coming just before it. That is 5 plus x. Correct? So in formula, at place of cumulative frequency, you will be writing 5 plus x. Now children, as per the demand of the formula, we want lower limit which is equal to L. And lower limit you are supposed to take of the median class only, means 20. N by 2 we know that is equal to 30. Correct? Now cumulative frequency, I have just told you that cumulative frequency you are supposed to take the preceding cumulative frequency of the median class which is equal to 5 plus x. H you know which is class size, that is 10. Anything else? Yes, one thing is left. What is that? Actual frequency is left. Actual frequency we are supposed to take of the median class itself. Fine. So frequency must be equal to 20. Got it? Now let us insert these very values in the formula. Median is equal to L plus n by 2 minus Cf upon F into H. What is lower limit? Written here 20 plus. What is n by 2? That is 30. Minus. Please be alert now. At place of cumulative frequency, I will be writing 5 plus x. Children, when this minus sign will enter inside the bracket, the sign of both the terms will be changed. Please make sure this. And what is frequency? 20. You could make here big bracket also, that depends on you, into 10. Clear? So this 10 ones are 10, 10 twos are 20. What we are going to get at numerator? 20 plus. This is 30 minus 5 minus x upon 2. Correct? So this is 20 plus 25 minus x upon 2. Correct? So children, now just tell me one thing. This is the formula of median which we are applying and we know median. So let us use that value. 28.5. Solve it. While taking LCM, what you are going to get? LCM will be 2. It would become 40 plus 25 minus x. That will be equal to, now I am simplifying it. I have got, this is 40 plus 25, that is 65 minus x divided by 2. And here it is 28.5. While cross multiplying, 28.5 will be multiplied by 2, you will be getting 57 is equal to 65 minus x. Okay. So you take this 65 on left hand side, it would become minus 65. plus 57, that is equal to minus 8 is equal to minus x. Minus and minus are going to be cancelled. So x is equal to 8. This is the value of the very first missing frequency. Correct? Now children, you can put this value of x is equal to 8 in this very first equation, that is x plus y is equal to 15, to come to know the value of y. So the value of x is equal to 8, and in equation number 1 we had x plus y is equal to 15. This is equation number 1. So put the value of x is equal to 8. Put the value of x in equation number 1. Correct? So this would become 8 plus y is equal to 15. So it implies to y is equal to 15 minus 8, that is 7. So thus the missing frequencies are x is equal to 8 and y is equal to 7. So this is our answer. Got it? Now children, I will be taking one more question, but it is not from NCERT. This is from NCERT Exemplar, and exercise is 13.3 from Exemplar textbook. Okay, so let us start doing it. This is question number 12. Please listen the statement carefully. Find the unknown entries, that is A, B, C, D, E, F, in the following distribution of heights of the student in a class. So let us form a table first. We will be having height given in centimeters. Height in centimeters we will be having. We will be having frequencies also given. And cumulative frequencies also given to us. Correct? So what is the height given? From 150 to 155 centimeter. There are total 12 children. 155 to 160, there are B number of students. This is unknown variable for us. Means the missing frequency we can say. Correct? Next is 160 to 165. There are 10 number of students whose height is from 160 to 165. It should be less than 165 actually. Then is 165 to 170. D number of students are there. Then 170 to 175. E number of students are there. Then 175 to 180. Number of students are 2. Correct? And children, their cumulative frequency is also given to us. It is equal to A, then it is 25, then C, then 43, then 48, and then F. Correct? Cumulative frequency, you know, this is nothing but the consecutive sum of the frequencies given to us. Okay. So as per the question, these are the consecutive sums of these frequencies. But we know that we cannot calculate median until or unless we will be having less than frequency distribution table in our hand. Correct? So let us make it less than type. You know, when we make less than distribution table, we always used to take upper limits. So it would be less than 155, then less than 160, then 165, less than 170, 175, and of course 180. Now I am going to make the actual cumulative frequency distribution table using less than type, as I am supposed to calculate the missing frequencies. Okay. So you know that from 150 to 155, there are total 12 children whose height is from 150 to 155. But 155 you are not supposed to include. Okay. So means it should be less than 155. So how many children are there? They are 12 in number. Now if I talk about less than 160, in less than 160, you know we will have to include both of these. Because the children, those who have height from 150 to 155, they are also having height less than 160. Correct? So it would become 12 plus B. In the same manner, then I will be adding 10. It would become 22 plus B. Then I will be adding D. It is 22 plus B plus D. Then I will be adding E. 22 plus B plus D plus E. And ultimately I will be adding 2. It would become 24 plus B plus D plus E. Correct? Now children, there are two cumulative frequencies. One is this, another is this. So what we are going to do? We are just going to comparing both of them so that we can come to know about the values of unknown variables. Correct? So let us compare by comparing both the tables. By comparing both the cumulative frequencies, we get, what do we get? When I compared A by 12, so I have got A is equal to 12. Yes or no? Because they both are cumulative frequencies. Correct? Now children, let us compare the next two terms. A has become 12. So this 25 will be compared with the 12 plus B. Correct? So what can I write? 25 is equal to 12 plus B. So what will be the value of B? It implies to B is equal to 25 minus 12, that is equal to 13. So one more value we have got. Now let us compare C with the 22 plus B. So now C is equal to 22 plus B. We have just calculated the value of B. So put here, it would become C is equal to 22 plus 13, which is equal to 35. Correct? I can just put it in the box so that the values of the unknown variables will be easily visible to me. Now children, the next one is 43 will be compared with the 22 plus B plus D. Let us write here. 43 is equal to 22 plus B plus D. B you know very well. The same value we can insert over here. It would become 43 is equal to 22 plus 13 plus D. Correct? So their summation will be equal to 35 and here 43 plus D. So it implies to D is equal to 43 minus 35, which is equal to 8. Okay. So let us put this value of D also in the box. Fine. Now let us compare the next one. Next one is 48 must be equal to 22 plus B plus D plus E. So let us equate them. Now 48 is equal to 22 plus B plus D plus E. The value of B and D you know. Put here and come to know the value of E. 48 is equal to 22 plus, what is the value of B? That is 13 plus, what is D? That is 8 plus E. 22 plus 13 plus 8 will become 43 plus E is equal to 48. So it implies to E is equal to 48 minus 43, which must be equal to 5. So we have come to know the value of another unknown variable, that is E also. Now children, let us compare the last cumulative frequency. F will be equal to 24 plus B plus D plus E. So now F is equal to 24 plus B plus D plus E. Let us substitute the values of these variables which we have found above to come to know the value of f. F is equal to 24 plus. What is B? B is 13. Plus, what is D? D is 8. E is what? That is 5. So 24 plus 21, that has become 45 plus 5. It has become 50. So let us put it in the box. Correct? So at last, what you people are going to write? Hence, the unknown variables that is A is equal to 12, B is equal to 13, C is equal to 35, D is equal to 8, E is equal to 5, and of course F is equal to 50. Correct, students? So that's it for the day. I hope you may have understood this lecture. In this lecture, my main focus was that whenever you will be having median given and it is asked in the question that just calculate the missing frequencies, how you people are going to manage. So less than frequency distribution table is mandatory to form. If you do not form this less than frequency distribution table, you won't be able to do it. Okay? Now children, this is the time to get mathematics homework. Please note down, do question 1 to 4 of exercise 13.4 of NCERT exemplar in mathematics homework notebook. Along with the classwork questions, that is question number 2 of exercise 14.3, this is from NCERT, and question number 12 of exercise 13.3, this is from exemplar. Clear, students? Please like the video and do not forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you and have a nice day.